I love being on stage, but everything leading up to singing live is hell. Like I wouldn't say that I get stage fright because it's not, like once I'm on stage, I'm not nervous at all and everything's fine. It's just like leading up to it, it's just like so many things that could go wrong, and all of them are playing in my mind. It's like when people try and like sneak in somewhere, and they're trying to act as if they're not filming. The least amount of pressure, the easier it is, you know? Like when I sing at this restaurant and like no, I know that no one's listening to me. So like I don't give a shit and I'm not nervous at all. But right now, it's my first gig since everything kicked off. People are actually there to see me, which is fucking crazy because the last gig that I did was like 12 people. Okay, so it's actually a cute story because the people that are running the event are people that I met in uni, and it's their first sold out show. So it's really cute. It's a nice story.
Lovely, go for it.
Take me on a trip, go someday. Take me to New York, I love to see LA. I need you, and I'll take you with you. I'm liking this American boy.
See, I don't even want to address it because, like, for some people that wouldn't even be considered as like going viral. For me, it's insane.
Can I call you Rose? 'Cause you're sweet like a flower in bloom.
The funny thing about the video is that I feel like I have hundreds of videos that are just like it, but for some reason, that video just clicked with everyone. I think people like the version of my voice that I don't like to use a lot, like the whole belting, Amy Winehouse, Adele kind of vibe. And I don't like to use that part of my voice a lot, so I guess like maybe the videos that I was posting before didn't have as much of that voice, and then I just posted that one because sincerely, I was just so done with TikTok. I was like, let me just do the covers that are famous. So I just started going on like other singers' profiles and seeing what they're doing, and then basically just doing the same.
Nice. Take me on a trip, I'd like to go someday. Take me. Hello. You want more? Oh, that sounds great. Yeah. Yeah.
Guys, play that and then see what levels are like.
Like the first song that I ever sang in public was the Hannah Montana theme song. You know when you're at school and you have the dining room with all the kids, I got on that microphone that you use to like communicate through the whole school, and I sang the Hannah Montana theme song. And then the rest of it is history. I just want it to be famous. But then the more I grew up, I was like, wait, I actually don't like being in the spotlight at all, and like probably fame wouldn't be good for me. But I still want to be successful at what I do, and one of the things that comes with being successful at what I do is probably fame if you are really good. So it is kind of like a byproduct if it does happen, but I'm not searching for it. I was at the time though when I sang Hannah Montana.
Space from each other now, and I don't wanna break what we've got going on. I've just become space from the stars to you, and I don't wanna break our space. I'm spaced out. Love that so much.
Yeah, nice.
Obsessed with that.
That was great. Because this is the first time I'm playing with these guys, so we just gotta read each other. It's nice. Good musicians. I feel like when people are good, you can just look at them and they know what to do.
Appreciate it. What are you thinking when you're up there?
Nothing. Blank. Complete blank.
Me and Isabel actually went to uni for a very short time together back in Birmingham, around 4 or 5 years ago. She's a fantastic artist, so I put a house band around her with some musicians that I thought would fit really well. It's about finding someone that you know that you're going to be able to vibe with on the night. Everyone's going to vibe together, and just like you just saw, we've never rehearsed, we've never played anything together, and we've just put the whole set together. So hopefully it goes as well as it did in soundcheck. I'm really excited. We've got about an hour and a half till we play. So yeah, it's a big night. It's going to be our biggest night yet, I think. So I'm excited.
People tell me I'm an extrovert all the time and I'm suffering inside. People will always tell me like, you're such an extrovert. Like, I don't understand why you're so anxious. And that feels crazy to me. I feel like it's a defense mechanism where I'm like so shy that it's like, I'm trying to blabber and say as much as I can, and then that comes across as like extrovert. I think I'm an introverted extrovert. I get to a venue where I have to sing in front of like 100 people, and what I'm most nervous about is going in and like asking where is the stage, or like, hi, just that bit of like awkward, like where to go and where are the people that I was talking to on Instagram. And
Thanks so much for coming tonight, guys. One more time for the house band. I'm very pleased to introduce our incredible guest act for the evening, Isabel Abbott.
Thank you. Oh, people are tuning. I'm so sorry. And this is when I have to speak. So, come on, bro. Don't do me like this. Spending all my time in paradise. You better be something new. Better be something new. 'Cause I don't wanna lie in paradise. You better be something new. Something new. Better be something.
singing is the way that I fell in love with music and found everything that I love to do now. Obviously, growing up, I just like sang every day. When I came back from school, I was like also really hated at school, and like coming back home was like really nice. And it was kind of like my superpower of like, yeah, but they don't know that I'm a singer or like I'm gonna be famous. I would always be like, y'all be fucking loving me when I'm famous.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. In the dark, I'm living that dream. When you put it up behind me, like a mixer whipping that cream, boy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They just hated how I looked physically, and they would just bully me for like my exterior, and but they don't know me. You know what I mean? So even when they would say things like you're weird and shit like that, I'm like, yeah, but you literally just haven't never spoken to me. I had to switch schools. Like these bitches were mean.
Jealousy.
Well, but the thing is, that's what they always say at school. Like, oh, they're just jealous of you. But when you're a kid, you're like, you can't even like really compute that. You're like, right, but why are they mean to me if they're jealous? But now looking back at it, they did probably see that I was better than them, and they fucking hated it.
And I used to be happy in my skin.
I mean, it's probably everything that's happened to me, like in high school, and everything just determines how you are. So I feel like, yeah, I was just like so nervous to be anywhere that it just stuck with me. Like literally going to the shop gives me that feeling. Like going outside of my house gives me that feeling. So I'm sick of it. And this is the good thing about music, is the only place where I can go into a flow state and forget about everything. So even if I'm at home producing or singing by myself, like I'll get into like a flow state and then everything's fine.
Se me cae un piano encima y no peligra. Sagueta la camisa, pero tenía prisa. Veneno que no te queda para dar a nadie. No tiene la vida clara, pero es responsable. Yo viviendo la vida en el abismo y tú.
As soon as I hear probably the first applause, I'm like, okay, I'm in. than the second song. Like, then I just blink and the gig is over. The thing that makes me more nervous about being on stage is the talking in between. Like, I don't get nervous about the singing at all. It's the talking in between the songs that freaks me out. But I always say to the band, like, just play in between songs because I'm not going to speak. Like, I'm not much of a speaker at all. So this is crazy.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, that was so nice. Really well played, everyone. This next song is called My Skin. If none of you know, some of you know, I'm Spanish. I'm half Spanish, half English. So there's some Spanish in this song. It's pretty good.
I'm really self-critical. Like, really self-critical. So I feel like even if what I'm saying is all right and it seems like a good sentence and people wouldn't judge me, in my head I'm like, oh my God, this is horrible. So like, I'm like really awkward.
I know you didn't lie, but then you didn't try to keep me in your mind at least a little while. Oh, please just make me realize we've become space from each other now, and I don't wanna break what we got going on. I've just become space from the thoughts of you, and I don't wanna break our space.
Listen, this is like someone that hates themselves and probably comes off as, and that's too strong to say. That's too strong to say. Dislikes certain aspects of yourself. I can't believe that people are here to see me. Like, that never happens because normally people that are coming to my gigs are just my friends or people I know. So just someone that I don't know at all to come up to me and be like, I listened to your music on Spotify. I came here from Coventry. I was like, okay.
That's what it's all about, right?
That's crazy. That's crazy. Someone listens to my music. That's insane. That's crazy. It's crazy. Crazy. Crazy.
Give it up, guys, about have everybody. Harrison Perkins on saxophone. Ben Stewart on keys. Michael Sims on bass guitar. Jim Owens on drums. Ollie Joe on guitar.